Ebo adishima ma memo ajo na memo akwaba emra Great Commission TV eso ebre aso se ensem bia yensa kan jede ebesmo se Paramount News ewo Great Commission TV eso jane so se ensem no edwadie ewo mu ebi apomuden saranso ena mahodo so ensem eka ho ebi ena nwumrei don hwere ba ko ye kenkan ede amount se Paramount News ewo Great Commission TV eso bomodin ase obeko Facebook no wakohwe kase yi ebi ewo ehodom eno eye Great Commission TV Ghana uduru onuma bomodi anse obehye obe like na wa commenting so ede amaye YouTube so ye demu ewo honoma eno so eye Great Commission TV GH bomodi a bowura hodom subscribe like share na comment fa maye na yentimi enkoye nim radio SM online enwumre so yedemu ewo ehonom adeshima ma ensem no edo so pa ye nemum enwumre dia wote ebi enese emfoni bi enena mabonten eye video bi a eno no immigration fo yi ebi na chese womo ene abayu abako enya eno framantium ena asam yi esiye eno nam so amamra shebedwa mu chiame ekire mu interior minister womo modian no wontu ne na ensi asam yi so na busum ya ye womu ya wonfa ekire sunsanso emre no ewo mrahye bedwam yedo beko ensem foforo emu na dom kuma wo mrahye bedwam womo ede atudwa se eba ne se mprempren ya ye we pan de se mampani na nadoda nkwakofoado ene ne mpanifo womo bo obidin se wo mra meye osoafo na womo entoto na no de nyade a womo ebetena ase ama womo atoto nano na dom kuma kroya ede atudwa se womo anya ne ntie se interior minister ene ne mpanifo ehwe animu se ye bambokuo ahodo no ye de enkofo 11,000 ena ye ba befa womo ede akwakohyem womo kyeremu se sade no se eye no kura de mpanifo womo entwentwen so ye do beko ensemfofro emu na wopanipa wono ya bonidin se womra meye minister of state eno for ministry of energy ora krapa ene mpanifo etoto na no ne ebusa no se eba ne nyina ma hoode ho ensem na ejina sayin na no so wode nanum nsam etudwa jedo beko ma hodo so ensam emu na South Korea ababeto dwa se enne ahomachi ensua etoye ewo honomo eno nam so amachese bridge a ebu ene de keka ho amankofo makomako 9 de sesei womo afemu ahwere womo enkwa adehima ma ensam ebi eka we ho a ene gede eka ho ebi na anwumre yede eba besomo se Paramount News ewo Great Commission TV eso fasida Pharma Enagan medicated toothpaste osibeji bi fetwu se na enyi enkaboni bia emfiri wanum wasi achi honomo na sebe honomo aye green no ni nyina no na chesebetimi atu afiri wonomo ama wose no aye white ankasa go same travel and tour yesi ama kwantu aye easy aye de pa sese obia ekobi esanse nkane no na wuniska wode beko ye ba ye no ye jeja ye buo no mukura deda fomboko a obia no se wo sika wuniska wutimi etua bi na wonso utimi kwa amano ne ekokoye adwuma enti service na wope ananse wo pesa wo ye passport no ebi birth certificate na pesa wo ye ana business certificate na wo pesa wo ya go same travel and tour ya ye krado se ye betimi abo apapa ama onsa aka onkrata nyina enti nungwa kantamanto eho na ubehunu ye ne Great Commission TV no na ewo abronsan baako eso kama yanso yaba ede ama obibia se opese wo ye nyame adwuma ewo man Ghana mu empo woni so ade hunu se obeye sofo evangelist na opese wo ye anase reverend papa bi na opese wo ye wo penimudi ebetimi aboa na wankase watimi ate wasore anase nyina so ahodo bi a wo betimi ede ahyehye wasore nim na etimi agina ne nan so pa se asore ne nyina no kama wo ba ye beboa ede wo afa entity mu na watimi enya nimudi ewie nso ya motumi krate no edi adanse se ampa wafa entity mu na watimi ede akwakoye wasole Hola Savior Herbal Center was see a dear bay and a air tewo ama usunyina aye bakope. One more essa ya dear bia, a bunny stroke, diabetes, emponimoja morso, and a dear keka hunina nipedriano ya dear bia babetina mubiano. Hola Savior one more a year home ejuma. One bomber dear do fan fidiemu, etimi a show, Emma bibiano etimi etotona quemu. One more wienso, one more ama unro, ama one on Herbal mistress and so a buso, ewo a drama so bora pharmacy be a benwom na kobusa Hola Savior Herbal mixture na womo entimi MLB na nonnom adeshima ma womo ene edwumaku anwumrei womo bomachidoma mede ensamwe ede ebro medi ede na nakua acheba acha mamemo adwo na minsan so emu akwaba. Ebusiama yensan so na yemo akwaba afe jebre na tie kase no enchemu ankasa. Na video bi ene na mabefu afidie entintan so a eno no ekire eda edipefe se eye immigration for mienu ena abayua baako chese na womo ede womo sa ekeka abayua yi na womo ekire mu emfoni no eye aflawo border Ketu South ehonomo ena ensam yi ekoso eno nam so amamrahye bedwani ede ma eye Ketu South ma mejifa ablagomashi ede ensam yi kokopie mu mrahye bedwamu se immigration fwe kamia se womu dwuma bia womu edi wo honom no border ne so no eya saade no etimi koso wo honom se obi kɔ na womu mpese obewura mu ana kyese akwakoye menteme ho ase bi wo honom no na ekire kura no de beba bonte no eya na enye enti no empanifo enhwe na womu enka ho asem eno nam so amamrahye bedwamu chiame ede ato interior minister ni mu se womu modin pa na sasem we wontu ne nai ensi so womu modin baby bia wo behwe wo behunu sa immigration kwofo mienu yi se wo mo edi sa adwuma no wonfa wo mo emra anase wonfa wo mo mfa emra kwan so ni kasa mu wasan de to aso se eba no bambokuo ahodo na ye pa wo mo se wo mo mra mebo ban yampa wo mo se wo mo ene ye ema menya asem anase wuji bibi wo bi ho na wose wonya enye by force se wo be force no se san wachi anase bibi sei enti no wo mo bambo adwuma no eno ena wo se wo mo toso eye na se abayo anase wo bayi na nimpa mienu mo san kutatuo ena mode eye saade no eya entwa yie enti no wo ma eye interior minister bosumi ya ye wo mu ya ne da etoso aduonu enkono 29th se ensamo no woni akire na wonfa akire sunsuanso emre no wo mrahye betwam.
When I see an immigration officer with AK-47 in his hand and using his left hand assaulting a woman in the woman's constituency, that is not what we arm them for. Is it the case that I'm supposed to believe that today immigration officials are supposed to become like the army, another version of the army, holding AK-47, roaming communities in this country? There could be a situation where specific issues could lead the immigration officers into communities to conduct special operations. We agree on that. But Mr. Speaker, I'm telling you, I come from a near border situation, and the immigration officials, some of them, their conduct are becoming different from what the immigration
force against civilians, whatever the provocation. We are trained to know how to defend ourselves. And that's why the law uses reasonable force. And so how can two armed immigration officers be assaulting a young lady like this? That is completely unacceptable. So I take a serious view of this, and we urge the minister to immediately investigate this matter and report back to the House.
And na ebusia eno no mrahye bedwamu chiame na wode ato interior minister nim se wo momodin pa na asami wontu ne nai ensiso esanse enye baako enye mienu eye yehunu bi se wo mo eye saa adwuma no na empo no yede wakoboda so se koboban ya woni timamufu wo hono mo na eko akoye adwuma no enti se ebia nimpa no wo force ne ko hokura wuram akotogwa na ewo se wonhunu kwan a wone no ebefa so na wone no bekasa na nye se de wukutatuo emema mienu wekutatuo na chese mo ne maami ekosa eno na womo ekiremu se enye interior minister womo modin na wontu ne nai ensi asamuye eso ma yenko ensemfofro emu na yada so ewo mrahye bedwam na dom kuma ewo hono mo ede atudwa se na anu ya womo enya ne nteye se Ghana mampeni na nadodankwa akufado wabo openi eye krapa edin se wono na emeye minister eba no se asuye enyina mahoden ho ensemo no na chese minister of state edema energy no enka wo momodian ne wo mra na ye ntoto nano enti ye toto nano ne ebusa na adwuma obetimi aye wo se an metimi aye kwan be na obefa so ne waye ene ho keka ho no enka ye ntoto nano ne wontimi emra mefa adwuma no animanimu ya na wonhwe so emfa emayen eno ena wo kokoduru wono ma wo se de biara da wo nyesa se ye beye vetin pa de wo enkonkwaye vetin bia enti na ba se wo nkwaye no kura no wo de wo ja hono mo ena wo kokota wo yi pani echi se wo akopie mu koto enti na Ghana fo no bi kura ka se koto na wo ekonti no ena wo anye den anye vetin no eno nam so ama deputy majority leader eye ora amakofi bua wo tiremu se ensam na ye ka se court nti na wo mokọ ana se vet no wo anya no wo mankasa aka sisudua se nyade a wo mo ebeye vetin esan se ministers no wo mo adoso wo mrahye bedwam honom enti de bia wo mbo aban se wonte so na wo mo ho henhan wo mo esan se o man Ghana se nnuama nkoyie ekomde yen suku ye ntimi nko ene ho keka ho no enka sika ye wode betua wo mo wo san pa wo mo no wo mfanya bibi foforo na wo mfa moa o man Ghana enti no wo mo de wo mo ka ni plane se enne ya de kwei na se mampani na nadan kwakofo ado woni na bedi akire wo mo san bo obi din se wo meye minister pa dia se wo betena se atoto na no vetin ne de enya dia wo mo ebeye wo mo nya big da kosi se 2024 ye beto aba na ye hunu obi a wo befa abenwanom enti na ene dom kuma wo mrahye bedwam wo mo banu deni abedi akire ora amakofi bua ne sema wo de etudwa enie
of Interior to stop the current planned 11,000 recruitment, this opaque secret recruitment, so-called back
from the minority to call off the vetting of the same nominee just a day after the referral by the Speaker to the Appointments Committee to ensure that the appointment was advertised. The minority wishes to serve notice that it will not be part of any hasty process, deliberately designed by the majority to deny the people of Ghana participation in the work of the Appointment Committee and Ghana's democracy. Consistent with the minority's earlier position, the caucus will not participate in the vetting of any ministerial nominee that adds to the already bloated size of this Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. And again, let me repeat, we will not participate in any process that will add additional minister to an already bloated size Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. Again, the minority cannot support the president nomination for the Minister of State and the Minister of Energy at a time when Ghana is going through very difficult periods, including crippling economic crisis, food insecurity, debt default, corruption, state capture, and wasteful expenditure.
excruciating poverty.
The minority once again calls on the President Akufo-Addo to downsize his government, to signal to the people of Ghana that at the very least, he is in tune with the overwhelming feedback from Ghanaians and appreciates the challenges resulting from the bad economic policies of his government. It cannot be the case that while the government asks the people of Ghana to tighten their belts,
Ebusia na ene no Deputy Minority Leader Ora Emmanuel Amakofi Bua ena yehunu se wo kasa no wo chemu se wo mo de se de beye bia no mampani wo pa wo mo bifufuro di mra wo mo ntena se nye vetim bia esan se ho no wo mo adoso wonyi bimfirim na adwuma no wo mo nyina enka mom na wo mo enye esan se adwuma no ye na wo mo doso sa na na asikan abam we nkofa enwura kra wo se me na me nkofa na we ti wo de wo ye den enti se womo enoso dia wunim se wadwuma nie wona anopa be pra honom enti anopa sore ya ne wa pra na de obekwa kohwie nwura agu nso ne wa yeden wa kwakohwie agu womo doso san sika bam enti no abanhwe na wonte so na wonyai se wo bobobo nkofo foforo di no enti wowura Helmet Krapa de ba ne se yentoto na no dia dom kuma akiremu se nyade a wombetena se ayesa adwuma no Yeguso ejina dom kuma womo asuye na eno ena womo ekire mu se na anu ya da kracha yekowa kracha yi ebi de babonten a eno no na ebodahuro afa securities ahodo anase bamboku ahodo wo manga na mu no eba no fire service immigration ne custom ne de keka ho no womo ba behwe na yapawo mabunu yi ebi ede akwakohyem a eno no potokasemu ye beka ne se womo recruit no eno ena womo ba be frase na no na interior minister Ora Henry Kwate wono ena na chese nanimu ebo emfoni no anase ni foni ebo kowa krate no mu anachese wono na ensamo no efri no hono eba womo kire mu se sankofo yi ye ba be paw 11,000 youth na yede womo ewra ye security services ahodo no emu ewo manga na emu eno nam so na edom kuma wo mra hyebedwa mu se de biarada enkofo 11,000 ewo abra ye ba beto aba afe na modu womo ko immigration afe na modu womo ko akoye soja fire service fo police fo de bida enya dia womo esososo womo kiremu se ko wakracha ne kura womo ekoko tintim no womu no enya ne kwanso ano no se wo ba be fa nkofo na wo se wo fa Ghana mabunu amamu aba ba ye adwuma wo se wo bodahuro ema obia tibi any radio station no my announcement TV no my announcement any baby e wose ye announcement bia no e wose ye ekobodehuro ema obia tibisi ye ba be fa nkofo any nimpa no wo hwe ne ho na wo hwe ne certificate na se wotimi kobia na wakobi na se wo de kwatukwo wakrata mu se wo ne wo mo wo kwaka ne ko wakrata mu eno enya announcement enti no sasam no wo mo enje entum enti no wo mo emma empanifo a Owura Henry Kwate na edi enimu no womo twensensan enye sadia ene na kasa ba ko na oyekire na ebebaso
of Interior to stop the current planned 11,000 recruitment, this opaque secret recruitment, so-called backlog recruitment, and open the process up and allow the people of Ghana to go through the normal processes. That's what we are calling for. The Minister of Interior, the minority leader dared him. We never got anything back. So please, we are very serious about what we are talking about. And we are not speaking for ourselves.
The attempt to recruit from the so-called backlog is illegal, it's unconstitutional, it is discriminatory, and ought not to be pursued. Can you just imagine? You want to recruit MPP tax, MPP goons alone into our security services. What would become of those personnel? They would simply, constitute tax masquerading as security personnel. The outcomes would be that 2020 elections would be marred with violence like we saw in the 2024 elections. It's going to be marred with violence like we saw in the 2020 elections. If they really want to recruit, we expect them to advertise. The publication in this newspaper does not amount to an advert, because an advertisement must contain a clear-cut eligibility criteria. What is your height, your age, your health status, etc., etc. It's usually contained in an advert for recruitment. This is not an advert for recruitment. That is the point the leaders sought to make.
And ye na ora gaga enono wokuta eye ko wakrache ena wode chere se nyesa ena ewo se ekono wo pese wo fankofo ewo adwuma mu dia na ene makwanya ne meda ho bo amane anase ye announcement na obia ehunu se aw ye ba be ye we o entino na upa na wonso de ho agim na ko wakracha de enye obia ena ewo sika wo tobia wo kan obi kura wo sika na enso wonto enkan enti obeye den na wahunu se bibisei ena ekoso eno ene ensem a edom kuma e wo mrahye bedwam wo mo ede atudwa efa no eye interior minister Ora Henry Kwate eye enkofo ye ba be pa wo mo ama wo makoka bamboku ahodo no eho ewo omangana emu na mayenko ensem foforo emu na Ora Herbert Krapa wono eyo panipa Ghana mampani na nadodan kwakufu ado wo paw no se womra emeye minister of state wo ministry of energy nanka wontimi enhwe ne yanyina mahoden ho ensamo no enko nanim na empanifo wo mani so ade hunu ene sesese ya yabo Ora na podin se wono ena eye running mate enka Ora Krapa betimi agina na namu anase wasini namu na watimi ahwe atoto nyoma yie se empo no ye by election said the ekoso na ye wi ananka ye behu energy ai obi a wo ba be ye de obeba be gina na namu no nanka wa ye den wa ba betua so e wo honom e de ama wo mo na weyi e na said the NDC fo de wo mo se wo mo enya ntoto wo mo anu nti a wo mo sore ye no na chese vetting committee no wo mo ene papa yi tena ase e na wo mo ene no e baba no e hwe nsem bia e betimi aboa ameye die ebu o man no na nsem busa ye busa no emu na ye koko busa Ora Krapa se eba no IPP anasi ye nyina mahoden ho ensem na sese no ejina sen ekoyie anase enkoyie ena wade tu dwa sese die sedie mpanifo de enoma egu apono so a enoma ededa na kwemu no na kyese ye nyina mahoden ho ensem no ekoyie enti ye nkwankwahwe abra na wo mo ebusa ne nsem ene anu yi a wode ema empanifo.
At the heart of government's debt restructuring program, the very serious issue of our energy sector debt crisis. I know government has done a lot with the official creditor committees to restructure some of our debts. The President has been to France, the minister is all over China. I don't know if he's even back, talking to some of our creditors. Can you tell the country where exactly we are with regards to our energy sector and the debts that seem to be unsustainable, to give some confidence to the country and industry?
The debt situation in the sector, as you know, has been a challenge, some of which government tried to use ESLA to retire. We also have some more debt that is accrued because of the fixed charges, essentially from the IPPs. The Energy Sector Recovery Program is what government is using to try and retire the debt under the leadership of His Excellency the Vice President, together with the Ministers of Energy and Finance. Really putting in place cost-cutting measures, revenue mobilization, a cash waterfall mechanism, the IPP renegotiations that we have just concluded to ensure that we bring the debt situation under control whilst we over time retire what has already accrued. And I believe that the program as we have it, if we show discipline and stick to the modalities that we have put in place, thankfully we've been able to reach significant terms with the IPPs over a 30-year period. The data shows that over $8 billion savings, US dollars of savings, will be made from the renegotiation with the IPPs. And then the cost reduction measures that we have put in place as well. Relocating car powership, for instance, from Accra to Takoradi and fully converting it on gas means that we're making significant savings in that regard. The Akoradi Tema interconnection project as well, which allows for the reverse flow of the 120 mm scarf in the west. So the gas is not trapped in the west, but comes to the east for consumption by the IPPs. All of those are essentially to ensure that we reduce the cost that builds up in the energy sector, together with the work that the Minister for Finance is doing in engaging with our external creditors. I believe that if we show discipline to the program that we have under the Energy Sector Recovery Program, over the period we should be able to retire the debts and now be able to be current on our current liabilities. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Enya na ora krapa eno no brofo tintin nyina kire se ye energy sector no sese de ahoden ebem o kire mu se ye nyina mahoden ho ensamo no edayi pa esam panifo anamon bia wo mo etu ewo ehum ma yenko ensam foforo emu na 2024 young professionals and youth coalition transform summit akoso ewo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology na eno ena dwumadie yi abra eba bekoso wo mo etonsa efre enkane banudeni edema domkuma ewo mrashebedwam wono kroya ena ejina se mrashebedwani edema addition mu a wo mo ewo Tamale South onmonyamfo Haruna Idrisu na abra wodi nanumonyam ekokota dwumadie no echi na wo mo ema na kwanya no wodi nanumsam eba betudwa ena wodi afutu ede ekọ magana mebunu nyina se ye momodin na 2024 abatu ye ba betu no ye mo asomdwe hu dahuro yemma asomdwe enya dia eno no ebedi ye numu kan ema ye ma basabasa yo emewura yetrim ema obia emfa sika nhye kutupa ema ye nkonkwaye nneoma bia enise ye ema ye nkonkwaye basabasa ekire no afide de obekwa wie ba bia enise ede kokwa wie asomdwe hu hia papa enti 2024 abato yi de emabunu no yemma asomdwe enadi se de be ye abato na chi no enkunimudie ebe ye de ewo se eye ne dia edia enti ora Haruna Idrisu nensema wodi tudwa ewo KNUST abra na womo edi dwuma no enie
people to live, to learn, to work hard and to sacrifice for the good of our country tomorrow. So when you hear that the future of the country, you are the wealth, the health of the country. The future of this country rests in your hands. One of the commandments in the Bible, I believe, reads, love your neighbor like thyself. So for you, a young person, what does that mean? So I'll bring you to the realm of law. Love your neighbor like thyself means do not injure your neighbor, unquote. Don't do anything that hurts your neighbor. So for instance, Ghana is going into a crucial 2024 presidential and parliamentary election. As young people, dedicate yourself to exercise your civic constitutional duty in a manner that is responsible and in a manner that guarantees peace and in a manner that guarantees the existence of our country.
Relatively older generations are most worried about today is younger generation going wayward and losing the track of leadership and generational thinking. Periodic elections, an independent judiciary, a vibrant media, and assertive parliament. Yetete akandifo. He started 2009 a conference and the 15th one abey. Sa message ni nipa ya kan yenya bikura from 15 years enya over 30,000 consistently abenya message na hwe nipa say organization say itimi ebo otumfo say to abasoma na word no dia it should tell you something.
na enye eno no empaniphobia womo ede womudimudie ekota eyedwumadie no echi womonso womanum nsem ena woche se womo eka no ebra sonse ye nyina no ye ma asomdwe eye adwuma pa abatu abasabasa ye ewomu no emfaso bia emfa emma abatu obehunu se ye betu bewie na afi mogahwe aguo ene de ekeka ho no eya na eha adwen papa afi aposifo ama yanya ntie se womo bebo ajiban ewa batu ye ba betu yi emu enti eno na mpanifo womode afutuo emma emmabunu ne se wommodin pa enam abatu so enkonkwada afiase na du afie ne da no enye bete enam abatu so enkonkwhwere wonkwa ye betu ababa wie na afi wonsa eni honom wonan eni honom no eno no emfa so bia emfa mmerew esanse obia ni honom a wobefa benwa na wodi sika ebeba behye obotom gise wankasa wo ye wadwuma ansa na wonsa etimi akowa no enti mpanifo afutu a womo ede emma emabunu eno no ma yenko ensemfofro emu na ayade a NPP amanyokuo no ye wahaya na womo de betu dwa sesese die womo frankatuni eye mampani dada mampani abedi eche Dr. Bawomia wono na wotu franka ede ama amanyokuo enti no na ewo se wonye obi obetimi aboa no na watimi akọ adwuma no wakọ ni yie enti womo ede kodom mampani se oranapo Matthew Opoku Prempe wono na ya pa no se womeye running mate emfama womo yede kodom mampani so wono so ede womo eko eye council no eye NPP fo empanifo ehonom womo kodru wonom na chese womo ye womo bibia no na yampa ewo se womo eji owura Matthew Opoku Prempe wono na hwe enyinama hoden ho ensam so ewo manga na mu womo genetum se running mate na otimi ekoboa eye mampani abedeche Dr. Bawomia enti abradi no eba beto odwa no na chese enre yada na womo ekokobo odwa kese ewo eye Kumase a womo kokoyi no ede echire wote kokoswo otumfo osetutu se wono ne dehye pa dehye kronkron wono na ya pa no se wo meye running mate ewo ehonom wamkodru wadi mpanifo bebre kasa ye otumfo ede na futuo ekoye ede mawura na pose mane momodin a ema eye mampani abedeche Dr. Bawomia ne nsa ensi form ewo honom ene NDC na MPP eninti ene enintan wo munyina kokopie mu wo honom ede wo mo no nyam ekokota dwumadie no echi na dwumadie no ase no na eye mrahye bedwani ede ma Asen Central eye Kennedy akompreko Japan wono so ekasa ye ena wadi tu dwa se no si eba betu aba ya politicians no wo momodianse wo beda ne wo mani ede akohwe eye grassroots honom esanse wo mu ye wo mutiti akire yi wo mo ewo honom no wo mo ena ebe mo waye mrahye bedwani wo mu kuro yi a ena ebetimi ama wa baba ye president ananse mampani ewo manga na mu se wo mu kokromoti no ankwankwatimi a wo enya de obenya kwanya na wakwakodi eye dibrebia enti no ye campaign na ye momodin ase ye beka ye nchi na grassroots wonom no yetimi akọ ene wo mo akọtwetwe enkomo ye enkomo no nso no ema no enkonko ya yampia anase ensem bi asebe ensem fata ye ma no entoto na kwemu na bibibia no entimi enkojojo enti owura Kennedy akompreko Japan ne nsem wodi tu dwa ewo abra na wo mo epa owura napo enho entoma ede akere amanfo eni
Memon party empanfo so a mudi party nanim ama grassroots no abufu abamu no mufri ha na monfre grassroots na monfa anidie ma womo yankasa fasika koshi obi ansam na mom obuo keke ekura sisa enipa dwene enti sayama position a ose Bible ne se e wo se upese uye okandifu anasa uye leader you must first be a servant of the people you say brane benti oman ana party anymore. And don't just say you lord yourself over the people. Answer and yano aso masaba munano aba munsa mom yemfanya adisua de na yenko house to house obi a ya offending no yentimi enkam kasada bi nchira no na with unity we will break the eight yamishira mo nyina.
Ebusia enono ewura Kennedy ne nsamo enono wade ma politicians ne nyina wankasa NPP anase NDC wose amayokuo na hodo no mo modin ya dibra ye de amamo no monko efom ho no mo na enkofo bi a mo ne wo mo ntemu enkoyie no monko nkotena sinsiesie wo kona sa cheopa na wo sa wode kwa panipa na chew esanse ye de ballot box ni kosi wo na ballot paper ne ka ho a wonko a wontimi vote ma ho da bi webusia kura vote tim omunyina vote anyade a wobetimi adi nkunim ehia enkofo na wo matimi aboa ato aba no ede amount ena ye de dibrema wa eno enkyere se fire hantan fire dwe da bi bra won ho ase ezanse wo kyerɛ mu a bible kura se ansa na wobetimi akwakoye kandine no ewo se wo yesa den akoda ewo se wudi kan som se akoa ansa na wakɔ akoye den akwakoye kandine enti no se ye hwɛ mpanifo a wo mo wo dibre nyina no na wo mo tete se yen a wo mo frase se yen a ena ne wo mo akwakodu no enti nyame aye wadom na ye yiwu se kona kogina se party wo mo head dia na ne wo kwafo buo fama wo mo ewo ekyire no ne nsema wode tudwa eno no ebusia na bomodin akopie mu ewo YouTube na hwe kase yi ebi ewo ehonom a Great Commission TV Ghana wushweni na no for likes comment no fafa sie fama ye owie so a share na subscribe na entimi emwaye Siren so na radio SM online and also yedemu ewo honomo ena nwumre ya obetimi etie yen afa honom Facebook and also yesensen ho pa se make say ye twa ye ho frede wo hankasa and also bowura honom na ko like bi share na comment wuwie so follow yen papa na said ye be ya de bia no de wa hanom bia no obeye den ubenya notification na watimi ayeden ahwe bi ewo ehonom Arishima mama yentia ensamo no eso yeko ensam fufuro mu edia na enie beye emfie miensa ene ekire enie na Ghana mampeni na dodan kwakofo ado wone ne mpanifuo womo ehwe ye na banks ahodo bi wo man Ghana mu na womo ekire mu se womo nkrata asem no eyade a ekame se enkoyie enti womo lines sekura no na chese yede yensa toto so ne de ekeka ho na banks ahodo enu na chese yenkonko wi ekire no na GN Bank a eno no eye papa kwesi ndum wono ne dia no na chese eka ho ebi ena ne dia no Ghana nyina GN Banks bebre no na etese yatotum a esisi honom na eno ena nansen wafa to ne ho so a wo ba apro ewo edan ahodo na wode edi ne dwuma no emu enti wode aprobo na kwakopie mu ewo kumase ne ne mpotemu wakokopie honom a na chese bank no anase dan ni bikura no yede ama China ni ema wo ye adwuma ewo ehonom na no ena samtwafo ye busa no se na banka wudi sika anasa dan a wudi sika ye pa ena se die bia aduro ni China ni na se wo togodo se wo ye mpaboa wom ena wura kwasindum se enya sam ketwa wokoto ne sakra na wo wura ho ankasa esanse sika pudu a wodi ahyem na wo hanom ya kokote ya wo mo se wodeka bi ena de keka ho ena nam so ema womo de womo nsa eto ne licenses so na wakire mu se bank ye yagunu no enkofo pimpim adwuma ena abo womo esanse bank no wukwati fido ebi wo ho epoye atoye anafo ne nyina no wobone homodin bie bi wo ho no ma na wonimu se ebeboa ama adwuma aba emabunu no ehonom na womo so sika etimi aba womo botom enche ya na ire ho pa sesese ne bank no womo ayede womo atutumu nanso no be ma hwe ase eno enkyere se na wie ya no wogina ne nanso pa wonimu se ensamo no ekoso se de womo eka ho asamo fa no dachi bi no ne nsa ebetimi ayeden asanka ne licenses a wo betimi eye atwuma enti wo wra pa kwasindum ne nsam a wodi tudwa eni.
I know that the people who said we only had about 30 million Ghana cedis there, I know they did it deliberately. because the same people a year before had said, oh, what they had counted was around 640 million Ghana cedis. Also to the same Bank of Ghana, they sent it to them from the Ministry of Finance. And then they themselves had seen the report from an independent auditor in 2017, 2018, which confirmed that the value of our project was 2.2 billion Ghana cedis. So why did they go and say 30 million and then use it to collapse the GN savings? I can't say why. I don't know what reasons, but I know the effect. The effect has been negative. So 1 million active and inactive, they were there. They were there. And many of them were prepared and working with us, even after initial difficulties, to come and do business with us. And then the license was withdrawn. They are still there. And as we have gone around, we have gone to many, especially the medium to small communities. They are happy to see us. Some of them think that, oh, we have come there because our license has come back. So they are ready. Nobody else has come there. When the areas were thriving. If you go to Nalerigu, when we went to open the branch, the GM Bank branch there, the chief, the Paramount chief, said, why didn't you bring the bank to my own compound? Because he was very happy, very happy and proud that the bank had come there. Now it's closed. So we are just sending a message, because we have done things behind closed doors, we're not getting the right results. So now we've said, before Nana Akufo-Addo's administration goes, let us tell Ghanaians and everybody what has happened, so they know, so that whoever too might come would also know that there is an outstanding matter to be resolved.
Any papa question doom no ensem bi wo ho no ho pa isan say dan ya hodo a GN Bank de na ba bia me kurom kura bi wo ho no enso sese no ubekọ no na obi na timu a wode eye na twumani na wo kire mu se wo mu kire mu a ne license ho ensem enkoyie enti na empanifo de wo mu nsato ne license no eso na China fo nso de wo mo gi wo mo ho mena wanya ba bia nkwa ye adwuma se GN Bank mu na wo kwa akoto de akwa ye wadwuma enti no ma yentu akase no eso emfa emount na Paramount News eno enanwumre wani guso a wo hwe ewo Great Commission TV eso na Ghana Highway Authority eyade wo mo enya infisia aduonum 50 years ewo oman Ghana mu wo mo ede bebo ade no wo mo adwuma de wo mo abobi pa eba ne akwan ne akwantempon ho nsam a wo mo ejina wo mo nanso eye wo mo afam die bia se wo mo ebetimi aya wo mo gusukura na wo mo eye wo mo ekire mu ekwan so jojo ho nsam ene se de yenya kwan yemfa ha no mu sei ekwan we kura na so atutu yenkonkɔ ye ho adwuma na ade no a wo mo ba ye de adwuma wo mo abobi ankasa enti na wo mo enya infrinchia aduonu 50 years a na ewo se wo mo di wo mo birthday ankasa enti no birthday no wo mo ekokodi ye ewo moving pic eye Ambassador Royal Hotel ewo eye enkran ha yi a jese wo mo kokopa adwumadie no ho entoma lunch ekoso wo hono ma wo mo ekire mu se nyame ayebi nyame aboa wo mo papa esanse enye ayi ekuo bia ne de beba ebetimi atena hono ma che nanso wo mo de yi de wo mo de ba ye anasempanifo hweye a wo mo eka se Ghana Highway Authority ya bade na chese wo mo atimi akrakra na wo mo mbebombe ye wo mo adwuma yie ene wo mo mbedidi akira banyina no wo mo atimi aso adwuma ne mu ama na ba besi empempenso a wo mo ewo 50 years enti wo mo kokohia mu ewo hono mo eda nioma bi a wo mo eba beye ene wo mo etirimpo edi efa ne 50 years no eho na ene adwumadie ne de na ne akukudam wo mo kokopie hono mo pa Minister for Roads and Highways na wo hono mo ebi board chairman Edema Highway wono nso ekọ hono mo bi ma mefrema wo pare wono nso kokopie mu ewo hono mo a na kyese enkofo no wo mo edoso ankasa enti yenkonkwohwe abra na wo mo epa adwumadie ne ho entoma no ensem bia wo mo editutwa.
The transportation of merchandise and passengers throughout the country. Key among the accomplishments of the Ghana Highway Authority includes the completion of our first national highway in the 60s, the Accra-Tema Motorway, the George Walker Bush Highway, Damango-Kusiegu section of the Eastern Corridor, Achimota of Anko Road, Tetekwashi, Pediase Manfi, Ejusu Kumasi, as well as the several bridges and the interchanges that span the length and breadth of our dear nation.
As we reflect on the achievement of the past 50 years, it is also important to address some of the challenges we have faced. Over the years, successive governments have made significant investments in road development, but I dare say, not with the corresponding investments and attention in road maintenance. And I believe this is what the Venerable Engineer Besam alluded to. The absence of periodic and routine maintenance leads to rapid deterioration of some sections of the roads, presenting a critical development challenge that necessitates immediate action. It is therefore in response to this challenge that the ministry has adopted a strategy which seeks to prioritize road maintenance in critical areas, including pothole patching on major trunk roads and in the urban areas, as well as port improvement and reshaping on our feeder and low-volume roads.
In addressing the physical challenges of road maintenance, I advocate for a national dialogue on sustainable funding models, including the reintroduction of modern road and bridge tolling. Such measures will boost our capacity to maintain and upgrade our roads systematically, ensuring they remain safe and reliable for all users.
Adeshima Mane near Ghana Highway Authority enono womo enya mfishia eduno na chese birthday cake no ena na womu twam wo hono mo no yebewu na ubenya 50 years no enya bete enti yewo womo no womo enya 50 years enti akwan bia womo ayeye ene nnwoma hodo a womo ayeye ne challenges a womo face ye no eno ena na womo eboboso ewo hono mo no osoafo wo hwe akwan ne akwantempon ho nsam so na wote se wo kasa ewo hono mo ru asenso ache ena na wahwe black na wogina hono mo na wo kasa no mpanifo bi e kasa ye nenso ma yenyina wo mo ensam yi eso na yentwa ye huti a waye ba jado beko ensam foforo emu ensu ato amazese de ebi mu wo hono mo kura sebi wo mafemu ahwere wo mo nkadwa pade asese enti yetwa ye ho ye ba jado beko ensam foforo emu ye ba sisia.
Mama yehunu se enam yensu asai na yenuane enye organic ntino se yedi nuane wei na yenum nso wei kɔ eni pedue mu a yare bebre na de bre yen ne se nti Hola Savior Herbal Clinic ena mabode nhwehwemu akɔfa edo bi abadwama nso a yefa ne Hola Herbal Mixture eduro ewuru ntin ene mmogem yare pen ena entiminsa se wonum Hola Herbal Mixture na ɛkɔ ni pedue mu a eruru wontin ene mmogem na yiyare bia nso efi ni pedue mu na mani pedue no ahoɔden foforo wɔdɔfo entina se mayare nka wonto ho ansa watamu sika pudru se wode kwasa won ho yare wɔbra Hola Herbal Mixture ɛwɔ hɔ edrui awonwode eye wo ni pedue mu ntino a driverfo carpenterfo ene dwodifo ene ganafo nyina agiatu sempo yakatro se wo yare no eye sunsum yare a fagidie na num Hola Herbal Mixture na wobenya wa yare sa
Kwajiru dio Herbal Shop ene pharmacy biemu etufo mfre 0240 409991.
hallelujah nyankopɔn tumi wɔ so nyankopɔn wo sra ɛwɔ so na sɛ wo pɛ wokɔpɛ emu nimdeɛ sɛ na bɛyɛ obetuma yɛ adwuma wɔ wiye bre yi mu a mekamfo Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship kama ɛna de ama wo Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship esi Apostle Joseph A. Jackson sreso pɛ ministerial training courses ahodo pii na yeye wudi dwuma bi ewo nyankopɔn fie na sa opentete a apostolic ministry training ewo hɔ ma yeye prophetic ministry training pastoral or teaching ministry training women ministry training youth ministry training enso wɔ hɔ Christian missions and church planting training evangelistic ministry training enso wɔ hɔ eldership or lay ministry training enso ewo hɔ a kama for eye ediama wɔ Kama ewo Unique Icon International School a ebe Royal Ravico Hotel ewo Nungwa ewa Accra heya Freyen 0500-200-033 ana 0246-819-345 Sawo beje ntete ewo Kama enyema we bi na osabetumi aka ministerial license any credentials apostolic consecration for apostles prophetic consecration any ne akeka hu nyina won sabetumi aka bi Center for Apostolic Ministerial Apprenticeship Kama where servant leaders are trained.
Oh yes! A brasso say wobeba o diet so person yen training no abem. A kwina bie. Ejina mede the I Am Media and Professional Institute Echrewe. The I Am Media and Professional Institute eye bia ye titin zentrefo emo mo be yen zentrefo mapa. Ye de wom kra ne say practical ne 80% and a theory eye 20%. So we wanted to hear what the I Am Media and Professional Institute. Yabemo akoye internship our Great Commission Television and so Radio SM Online and now radio and that TV station. Yeah, actually, oh my Ghana. And Titiana Yedema ono ebine graphic design, motion graphics, video and audio editing, camera handling, TV and radio presenting, communication skills, media law and ethics, media production, news writing, editing and reporting. It is a JHS Nwerie and now SHS and now pushing upon say University akwenya ne da oma and your men say adajo Fred the I Am Media and Professional Institute CA I was 0544-713-929 and now says 0500-200-033 and now with one office what Great Commission Television Nungwa Cantamanto Omobe St. Michael Primary School the I Am Media and Professional Training Institute
where professionals are trained. Shannon Sose Singapore accredited by the National Schools Inspectorate Authority Yetomutia from Nasia.
Ebusiama mensan so na memo akwa bayeda se papa sa ojebre na wone yen etena ye ma yenka obi man so ensem emu na enwumedie South Korea ho ena ye ko akogina ene wukuade ensubra ne ato ewo hodom a eno ekire no sese nkofo makomako enan ena womo afemu ahwere womo enkwa enkofo dodo na ena sese yi so empanifo akire mu a ensuo no afa womo fie ne de keka ho enti womo ato apete obi kope baby a wobetimi akotena anase baby obetimi enya na wodi niti ato a eno empanifo kire mu se sese yi de enkofo be 3500 ena sese no womo abo apete South Korea hodom a yehunu baby potin ya womo ete womo kire mu se ensuo ahomachinya ena efrasie se eto na chese enya sam ketwa eto ye gidigidi ampa ma sese yi de enkofo 9 ne de na chese edan na edwiri ede egu womo eso enti womo koye no na kyese bi mu ho no ma womo ehyehyehye edan no emu a womo atwa nananom ewo ense do na womo chemu se regions by 50 die sese no womo keka bomu a enkofo 3500 na womo no kyese a womo eni baabi ti a womo de womo ti ahwim ekwa akope baabi akwa akotena eno nam so ama interior minister edema South Korea Orua Linshan de atudwa se womo modern pa womo bomode kwahyehyɛ asase asese ye kwakoye adwuma wo honom empo bridges ahodo no ebi mu ebubububu entinu se wonam baabi na wo ba na wabomode aye ahweyie esanse bi wo honom a wonni honom na nsuo no etoye wako baby afei na woba na afei die woba bedu wono na wako akohia nkwanhia wuo eno no emfa yie emfa emma ewo man no emu enti obi bia enye ahweyie won momodin ase won betimi ahyehyehye won afiafie mu wodie na nsuo no enru wono mu abomodin a se wobehye baby a wo hye na enka se nsuo no eba enti bia wodwane akọ baby a wopie ye na edua bia kwakotu anase dan bia kwakodure agu a na eno nam so no ede oye ne foforo ede aba enti won momodin ase won be ya hweyie esanse ensuo ne de ne bremu a na ye we interior minister ede ma South Korea Orua Linshan wono nensema wode atudwa eno no yenko ensem foforo emu na nije kasie mu na yeko akogina na mame akosia Abdella wono yesinitwani ewo omanga na mu tisinitwase anachese utwa no na no na wo kire mu se kame sese Ghana na enkofo bi a wo mo frɛ wo mo ho se celebfo no wo mo adoso pa ena wuti omanga na mu na se wo behunu se wo bi akwa kotwa movie ba ku mienu na chese wo kose set so pe wo se me ye celeb na ne ba bibia wonam bia ne wo bone ho safo hene ene ba bi obeduro kura wo se wo bone mu ase chi akora no ne wo pese mpanifo na na sore ye den echi ano esanse wo ye celeb ebi wo hono mo so entare ani se wo hye no eno na wo hye etitiriwu eye ema no na jase ye yi sisi achi na ne ye chi dadwa na ye denam ukoka wo se wo ye celeb wo ba bonten ba be ya de kura na sebe won nwe hunhunu sade a me kwakoye beboa na emponsunsu anso ben na ede bebreme ni nyina no celeba wo yenti na ye sa enuome eno na wo kire mu se wo mo kura na wo mo atwa sini no aduru akire na wo mo ehunu se dwuma no sei na tie kura no wo mo abrabọ mu nsam no wo mo mfa mbeto abonten enti ye nuanom wo mo ntu wo mo hofo pa se wo kosini so anase wo kotwa movie ba ku mienu a eno nkire se wo ye celeb ye kasa obi ye celeb bankasa na kyese nipa no na brabọ no enya influence bi ewo eyetimamufo ne so anasa brabọ wo bọ no kra no ye den ye hwe no esua no eno na betimi afra ho na enye enkwanchen skit bi a wakwakotwitwa na fani video bi na ne na mo se wo ye celeb na kyese wo de ye nneoma eno no emwa mami Akosia Abdella ne sema wodi tutwa enie
people appearing in a movie once or twice, they think they become celebrities. We never even use the word celebrity. We're just happy-go-lucky young people doing the things that we loved so much. And so when you invite me to an event and you tell me there's going to be red carpet, I'm like, okay, that's not me. I'm not coming kind of thing. Because I think there's too much to reveal with these young people, you know. Everything is defying the laws of gravity, you know. You check the upstairs and the downstairs and you're like, wow, okay, it's so Hollywood-like. But this is Africa, this is Ghana. We do have our own culture. We do have our own sense of beauty. I don't believe in throwing everything out there. Nah. So the concept of akatesia, wakata wuhu esie, is no more. Everything is out there. And so there's nothing to really look forward to, because everything is out there. Yeah.
Eni na mami Akosia eno no ene wo kokoye fani video kra na bus yi bi wo kogina ho na wo ye de camera sini so ene bus wo ye wie ya wo sian me ye yi celeb ene celebrity na wo no chese ɛkwan na wɔde kɔ ɛna me nso de sese de ɔman Ghana me influencer me say na wɔn mo ɛde nam saa wɔkyerɛ mu sɛ ɛnkane no na yɛ wɔ bibi a ɛka ne sɛ akete esie wakata ho asie ɛnɛ eni hɔnom ɛma paa na wɔn aworɔworɔ wɔn ho celeb ne nti na kyerɛ sɛ wɔtwa sini wɔtwa videos ahodoɔ nti no na kyerɛ sɛ yɛnyan no na ɔnyɛ deɛ ɔpɛ wɔkyerɛ mu sɛ wɔn a wɔn fra asie no wɔn anyɛ saa nti no yɛ mɔmɔden asɛ yɛbɛtu yɛn ho fo onye dibere koraa na abrabɔ mu nsɛm no ɛmfa mɛto abɔnten ɛma obi nso ɛnkɔ nkɔhwɛ esan sɛ obi wɔ ɔnom na aware mu nsɛm wobɛhu odidi koraa ne watwa wɔne ne kunu dampa so koraa ne watwa ne nyinaa no ɛmmoa ɛmfa yɛ ɛnkɔ baabia enti maame akosua Abdella na futu wɔde ama ɛyɛ celebfui ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu ɛno no na adehima ma ɛnɛ ukuada July bosome ne da ɛtɔso edu afimpinu ɛne aduonu nan emu nonsia etwatoa ɛbɔyɛ na kyɛsɛ ensɛm bia yɛnsa ɛka yɛ fiti anopa ɛde ebesi anwumre no yɛde ne nyinaa bɛsom wɔ no ɛha ɛna yɛde ne nada esie fasida fama Enagard medicated toothpaste bɛgye bitwitwi wo sɛ ɛno no sese no kyese enuro ɛwɔ mu ankasa ahoni nuro wɔ mu a ɛbɔ wo se ne ho ban efiri nyawa hodoɔ bi sɛ wodidi awie anwumre no wantwitwi wo se na akɔda wobɛhunu sɛ mmoa no ɔmo yɛ den wɔn ɛyɛ adwuma bi ɛwɔ wo se no ɛho nanso sɛ wode Enagard twi wo se anopa ɛde bi to so anwumre na kyese wode wayɛ free pa ɛnkɔda eyusu bi empani so eyusu bi enti kwadwaman so provision store bi ɛbɛn bi abowra hɔnom na kɔbusa Enagard medicated toothpaste no na fabi fatwitwi wo se ebeboa wo ankasa go same travel and tour yes for akwantuo ho nsam nyina bedan ye se wonni birth certificate wonni passport wonni visa ni nyina no ye ka bom eye ne ba ko pe wonni birth certificate ye be bia ma ye wie nso a ye de ato aso na ye passport no e de ama wo free passport na chese visa na e na wo kwa akogye no enti wo de no wo pese wo kokosra obi anase wo pese wo kokoye adwuma wo honom emposuku e na wo pese wo kwa akoto aso anase dwadie bi e na wo kwa akodie e na ope visa ni na no ye bi e wo yaso ye bedu sika ketuwe bi na chese wo koduru wonom a wo ye adwuma na wanya sika nkasa yakoye se kantamantu fosu no fan form yinilo na hye ne high enti no ba sika ne de da form nkasa wo konso akoye adwuma ne da ho twen enya fei na wo kɔ akɔhwehwɛ go same travel and top na wobenya saade we nyina enti hwehwɛ ye ɛwɔ nungu akantamanto na wone ye emedi enkommo ɛyɛ ne Great Commission TV no abronsan ba akoso na jewo kama ye tonsa afra wo say ye woni so ade hunu say opese wo ye nyame adwuma opese wo ye prophet evangelist ana say so former reverend ni na no ye boa ede wo efa entity mu ema utimi ekokoye ni na ye wienso a ye be ma utimi krate di adanse se wawie anase wafa entity mu na wonso watimi di akwakote wasore nungwa haya na ye be ye Ravico hotel no honom na ye ben bomodi ahwehwe na ye ne wo eni ensawo so sara so na Hola Savior Herbal Center wo se yade be na etete wo wo mposo waposo na ye wo ya anase emposisi yade malaria 3D yade na ehawo anase stroke ade nipadua no aboso uye bibia enye yie na chesa hoho abetina nipadua no emu fa beda womwe na womo entimi emwa emfa mfamfidie mu mfa ntu eduro so na helba mixtures ahodo no so yema obi nanom na entimi emwa ema wapomuden no entimi NCP na ensita adehima ma womo ene edwumaku a enwumre womo bo machidom eso masen ema mede Paramount News ede babesomo ene enwumre asedan konkonma obibia MCR producer womo bo aye editors nyina no mu nyina no yeda mase papa yie se de bia no mobo edwumaden midi ede nanekua achereba ata me enanwumre me kenkan kase yi ede emao yema mo ne hwani ti a waje abrao